Seahawks and the Jaguars, next on Madden Football.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience.
Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season in the NFL.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Josh Hines-Allen, that time to haul him down. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Running with Walker again. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Josh Hines-Allen, that time to haul him down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Darnold. Escapes after trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, well, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out, a former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away. On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a second time. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. Jaguars, man, they must be thinking pass here, huh? They're in the dime. 3rd down coming up. Darnold. That's caught for the 1st. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target, and you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Walker on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. His first punt win 50. This is away and looks even better. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. 2nd drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that 1st drive ended in a punt. Short pass brought in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Lawrence in the pistol. He gets this one to Strange. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. He has room past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Cut out left. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
ETN. And he's brought down for a loss. Cam Little getting the call on 4th down here to put 3 up for the Jaguars. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by Shudak is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. Darnold looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen.
A loss of 7.
Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He's on the move. He's running for it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 14.
From the red zone now. Connection made. Travis Etienne. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Bigsby punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They're coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. This is Walker on 2nd. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. Michael Dixon on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. He's got Brown on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's Etienne on first down. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lawrence working from the gun. That pass caught by Strange. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A tight end in motion now. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
That's good for another Jaguars.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2. On the Seahawks.
Now a give, it's Etienne headed left.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Lawrence looking to throw. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Foye Oluokun with the pick.
Well, that's good time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and that was second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those cameras. Celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Little checks on the extra point. And the Jaguars take a 3-possession lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Running left, here's Walker. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Seahawks pushing for a score before the break. 3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Walker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense in the hurry up here. Now Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. Walker now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared. What could be a great overall performance. Able to find Strange here.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 22 on 2nd down. That's taken in by Etienne. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. 2nd and 3 now. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. 1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jaguars are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. This is ETN. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So now here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Lawrence throwing here. Davis makes the play along the sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Jaguar first down.
And this is one of those situations where, Kate, even as a former QB, I really feel for these corners in this league. They got the hardest job in football, sticking to guys on these routes and on a comebacker in particular, where that receiver breaks it off. Man, that can be so difficult to defend.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They send a tight end in motion. From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
That's good for another Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's ETN. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
ETN again. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Lawrence to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead. Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawks headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? A number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's a bootleg for him. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To throw, here's Darnold. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Darnold. He'll get this to Cup. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the margin stays glued at 20.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. From the gun, ETN gets it. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Counter give to ETN. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Trying it right side with ETN. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Lawrence working from the gun. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Hits him on the in route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they push their lead to 23.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks offense running out now. And the open lanes, the beautiful window. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's got to gain a 6 there. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Broke through the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. First down throw, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He'll get this to Etienne. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Jaguars have it as we start this 4th quarter, and they can probably go on cruise control pretty soon with that lead. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Running it here with Etienne. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. Only 1 yard that time, partner, so this is going to bring up 4th down and 5.
It's 4th down.
The Jaguars into punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Seahawks football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Trying to throw here out of the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Now Darnold escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Seahawks.
Here's Darnold. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Now an inside give to Walker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Trying for it, it's Walker. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go right back to Etienne. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Lawrence to throw it. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Etienne on first down. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And this one does not go far. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Etienne on the catch. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 6 now. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 16. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Another Jaguars.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
No gain on the play.
On the run, it's Etienne. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Motion man left is Brown. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Finding Thomas near the sideline. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
Yard gain. That's another.
Design bootleg here. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Now Lawrence. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead.
37. Seahawks 7.
On now is Cook to kick this away.
The kickoff for the Jaguars.
Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. From the 32. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass complete to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
3rd and long for him here. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth cake down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give to ETN running right. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars on their way to their 3rd win of the year. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
This is ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's tackled at the
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming.
brings up 3rd and 4.
Lawrence working from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Reek Woolen with the INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. And save for a few moments in that opening quarter, Brock, they pitched a shutout defensively that in the end was the impetus for the victory. They're going to be bummed not to have that goose egg on the board at the end of this one, no doubt, but a performance to be lauded nonetheless. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.